Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now this is a special day. I have behind me a 2021 Ford Bronco Wildtrak. This car is amazing looking in person. This car is pretty well spec'd. It's about $58,000. This is the Wildtrak trim. It has the Sasquatch package. It has the upgraded 6-cylinder engine. It's a twin turbo 2.7 liter V6 with 330 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque, and this thing looks absolutely amazing in person. It has a soft top, which is currently down right now. It is finished in the cyber orange metallic. This car just has an absolute presence. I'm having one of those pinch me moments where I can't believe that I'm actually getting one of these at some point in life. Mine will not be as spec'd as this. Mine will not have the Sasquatch or the big wheels. But we're gonna go over all the specs, all the new stuff with the Ford Bronco, talk about what's been going on with Ford with all the deliveries, that they've been delayed and there's shortages and this and that and this and that. So let's talk about the Ford Bronco. Now, I have borrowed this car from Bob Ruth Ford here in Dillsburg, PA. This has been a staple of Dillsburg for a while, and I really hope you can hear me over the highway traffic. It's almost like I feel like my microphone is gonna be too good. But anyway, Bob Ruth Ford has been nice enough to give me access to this car. And again, it's one of those instances where I just asked. I said, hey, can I come take a look at your Bronco? And they said, sure. So big thank you to Steph and Rob and everybody here at Bob Ruth. I will put their website right here. So let's talk about the Ford Bronco. Now, the deliveries have started for this car, this SUV, just started a few weeks ago, and there's been shortages upon shortages with computer chips and the coronavirus shutdowns, and the MIC top, the hard top, has been delayed because the supplier can't keep up with it. But I'm of the opinion that it's really just like a first world problem. Yes, it's a beautiful car. Yes, you're gonna spend a lot of money on it, and you can wait for it. Sure, oh, people are all belly aching on all these groups that I'm on Facebook, but I'm like, listen, do I want it? Absolutely yes. Am I gonna be patient until it gets here? Also yes. So mine will be a little bit different in the color. I'll flash my exact spec on the screen. But this car has been away for 25 years. The last time the Bronco was on sale was 1996. So this is a competitor to the Jeep Wrangler, and I think it stacks up very, very well. The reason why I wanted to get this SUV is because I work in construction and I want something a little bit bigger. Never thought I would be into Ford, but it just makes sense. Plus you could take the doors off, you could take the roof off completely. I just think it would be an awesome car for my family and I. So let's talk about this specific Bronco. Now, like I said, this is the Wildtrak trim, which is one of the higher trims. I think only the Badlands and the first edition are above this, but this has the Sasquatch package, which is $5,000, but it comes with these monster 35-inch tires with, I think it has the beadlock capable wheels. So this would be quite an off-roading SUV. And just the thing that I love most about this Bronco is the styling. I think it is a modern update on a retro classic. The huge grille. Now this Wildtrak has the black grille with the mesh inserts, but I love the LED so much. And plus, look at this Sasquatch package. Look how big these fenders are. I mean, they are just huge. These wheels and tires look absolutely amazing. It just has quite a stance and quite a presence. And I really do like the graphic on the side. It has one on the hood too. Yeah, there's the trim right there. Now all the trims have a sticker on the side, but if you do get the Sasquatch, you do get the trim or the sticker that says Sasquatch. Now, when you take the doors off the Bronco, it's kind of a simple process. All you really do is disconnect this switch right here that controls your window controls and all that. But that's all you do. You disconnect that right there, and then it says lift right there. That's where you lift. So, and you can easily take off all 4 doors. But just moving around to the side, I mean, it just looks so huge with this spec. And there's a soft top right there. Now, I specifically didn't really want a soft top just because if I travel on the highway a lot, I'm going to be used to a quiet car. And I just thought the look of the hardtop looked a little bit better. Now they have offered to change to soft top at no charge to get your Bronco sooner, but I decided against it. I'm okay with it. I do like the frameless doors too. They have no frame up there. That makes them easy to stow away in the bag. Now you can fit all of the doors in the rear compartment too. Now moving around back, there's the LED headlight or taillights you can see. Now there's the monster wheel on the back there. You can see the soft top. Now let's just take a peek into here, into the trunk. Now this has the side pieces of the hardtop in here. Now this door goes the whole way. There's the 90-degree, as you can see, but I think it goes completely even more. Like that is absolutely huge. That goes the whole way back. If you're camping or you want to keep the door wide open, that is where you can do that. But just the fit and finish of this looks very, very good, and I'm impressed just sort of walking over it. Definitely impressed with the quality of the, you know, fit and finish. But yeah, there's the body color panels up top right there. I mean, as far as the design goes, absolute 10 out of 10. I think this SUV just has a presence. I am in love with the redesign. There will be endless options for customization. I mean, my car has a black grille, but not the whole design like that. My car will have the painted fenders with the Outer Banks trim. I think I'll have the body color door handles and a body color mirror. But yeah, it just looks good. There's lots of Easter eggs too. Bronco, established 1966. But yeah, I'm still pinching myself being able to see one in person. I'm sort of geeking out. So let's take a look at the engine. Now this car has the optional 6-cylinder motor. It is a 2.7 liter twin turbo V6 with, on regular fuel you have 300 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. But if you go up to premium fuel, it's 330 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque. And in a big car like that, that is a really decent amount of power. Now in my car, I'm getting the 4-cylinder, which is a 2.3 with 270 horsepower and 330 torque, which it works for me. I didn't want to get the Sasquatch in the bigger engine, just number one, because of the price, and number two, because I have the potential to drive on the highway for work. So yeah, but Ford, they don't give a damn about engine covers. They just have everything out in the open right there, which is totally fine. But yeah, this is the engine. I love the trail sights right here. I mean, this being an off-road SUV, you can really see them from the inside. That I'll show you when we get in there. But yeah, that is the engine. EcoBoost V6 definitely has a good amount of power. So let's take a look at the inside where the beautiful design continues. Now going into the inside of the Bronco, where I am still in love with the design. Like I said before, frameless doors to get you inside. And I'm gonna continue to sweat my butt off because we have the top off and I'm not gonna get to turn on the air conditioning. But yeah, there's a little graphic that shows. But yeah, just the design in here I just think is simple and clean. Now this has the upgraded, I don't know if it's the mid or the luxe package, but this is a 12-inch screen. There's the Bronco script right there, and all these handles with the Bronco logo on them are interchangeable with those type of bolts on them. So you got one right there, you got one down here on the interior, another one over there. Yeah, just endless options for customization. I love the steering wheel. Now on the inside, let's just start it up so you can see. There's a famous Ford chime, which I'm gonna have to get used to. Now if I close the door, now there's the speedometer right there with your miles per hour right there and your tachometer on the side right there. I like how they integrated a circular speedometer on the left-hand side along with the sort of box right there. Now, one thing that to compete with Jeep, this has the GOAT modes right there, which is goes over any type of terrain or goes over any terrain. And there are a bunch, and they get more trims as you go up in the specs. So we're gonna start with normal, eco, sport, 4x4 shift in progress, slippery, mud ruts, sand, and Baja, which I think Wildtrak and the Badlands only have the Baja. But yeah, there's your cameras right there. I mean, look how big that screen is. That 12-inch screen is just amazing. Yeah, they're off-road use only. There you can control a bunch of different things. But here, we'll go back to sport mode, or back to normal. But I just love the graphics that you get when you change sport modes. When I drove an F-150, it had all those cool modes as well. But yeah, just simple design right here. There's more Easter eggs right here with the little Bronco and the US flag right there. Now this has Ford's Sync 4 technology, which this screen is just absolutely huge. Audio. Look at how the, what am I saying? Look at how the response is decent. Apps, nav screen. And I think you could even switch them over. Yeah, you switch them over, so now your navigation is here and we'll just go back. But yeah, I'm so in love with the design. I can't imagine taking the doors off, which is something I want to do as soon as possible. There's your clips to get everything up there. Now up here is your aux switches, because this has quite an aftermarket potential there. You can put all your light bars and winches and everything. Now up here, I think for the Wildtrak, this is your sway bar disconnects. There's your 4-way flashers. See, you even have they had a little rail that was up here where you could put cameras and everything. But yeah, just this interior design is just absolutely amazing. There's your window switches on the middle dash right here. I think you can get wireless charging capabilities right here. Not sure if this exact one has it, but yeah, the little Easter eggs are everywhere. There's the little Bronco logo that looks exactly like the LEDs in the front. Yeah, so the design, absolute 10 out of 10 again. I love it. I think this is where it absolutely crushes the Jeep on the interior design. Now, I considered a Jeep for 5 seconds, but after seeing this car, I definitely changed my mind. So let's check out the back. Now, going to the back seat of the Bronco. Now, I think I had the seat sort of like where I would have it. Oh, thank you, Mr. Handle. Yeah, no, this is decent. Now, I'm getting a 4-door because I have a kid who's 8 years old, and I think she would fit back here absolutely fine. I've got unlimited headroom back here, and there you can just see the beautiful screen up front and the nice design of the steering wheel. Yeah, again, I can't say enough about the design that Ford has done with this car. I think it is absolutely perfect. So this is the first time in a while I've reviewed a car that has the top off. So I'm sweating bullets here, but I wanted to take a look at this back seat. You do have a couple chargers back here and your window switches on the middle console. Let's close the door. Yeah, the space back here is decent. I feel like I sit kind of high, and it's hard to say how much headroom I have because the soft top is down. But this is definitely more than adequate. This has the leather seats with the blue trim right there. Oh, it looks so good. So again, more than adequate for me. I considered a 2-door for like 5 seconds, but just to have, you know, go on family trips and space for my daughter back here, I think it would be more than enough. So I don't know. I think we covered everything with the Bronco here. Now, there are two camps of people. There are the Jeep Wrangler people and there are the Bronco people. And I'm in all these groups on Facebook talking about each. And the rivalry is strong, but this is a legit contender to the Jeep Wrangler, and I think the design is better. My car, similarly priced to a Jeep Wrangler Sahara, my car was a little bit cheaper. So again, you're getting the design and the doors and the roof that comes off for a cheaper price. So that is another pro for Ford. So I think this car is long overdue, and I cannot wait to get mine. So let's wrap up and get this thing out on the road. So this has been a quick walk around of a 2021 Ford Bronco Wildtrak with the Sasquatch and the upgraded everything. This is almost a top spec. I think the first edition gets a little more goodies. So big thank you to Bob Ruth Ford here in Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna put their website right here and in the description for the access. I think I made a new friend today. So Ford, I want to talk to Ford directly. I think you have a home run on your hands as far as the car goes, the SUV. Now the delivery and everything, that's been a little bit of hiccups, but nobody plans for a global pandemic. But the design and the performance and the off-road capabilities, along with all the modification potential that this SUV has, are sky high. They're about as high as that roof that goes off of this car. The design is fantastic, the performance is there, the cool it factor is absolutely there. That is why I think this has to be one of the hottest SUVs of 2021 and possibly 2022 as well. I mean, Jeep people are shaking in their boots. Chevy doesn't have a Blazer that competes. So anyway, now we're gonna get this thing out on the road where it is gonna be a little bit different from what I'm used to with my Mazda. So don't forget to go check out Bob Ruth Ford in Dillsburg, PA. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GemmyD on Cars, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.